Welcome out to another one of our Athlete of the Week interviews. It's time for us to talk with Kiara Kershaw, who normally we would be talking to her about soccer, but she has been on a tear this spring with the Rainbow Six Siege team and has gotten them into the postseason, helped to get them into the postseason. It's a 5-person team, so not all of you, but Athlete of the Week in a different sport. First of all, congratulations. How did it feel to kind of see the success move into multiple areas?
I guess it's been very exciting. With the Siege team, we kind of started off pretty rough, but then we had some changes on the roster, which really helped, and then we just really connected as a team. A lot of chemistry was built really quickly, and we all kind of just very chill demeanor, but we're there to get work done. So I definitely see the success coming from just a lot of the hard work we've done and put in.
Talk about joining a team in kind of, not really mid-season because esports has the 2 seasons, the fall and the spring, but really in between and kind of getting used to a different group that hadn't really known you that well. What was it like the first couple weeks?
The first couple of weeks, honestly, they just accepted me. There was no weird differences. Everyone's just super nice on that team. Everyone's kind of there to play video games, so we all have something in common. But other than that, they accepted me and just made me feel welcomed on the team without any issues.
Did you expect to be put into that team captain role when you came onto the team, or was that something that kind of surprised you?
It was kind of surprising because I thought it would have been one of the other guys that have been on the team longer than me and all that, but I definitely put my voice out there and I made sure that, practices were going and made sure that people were on task, and I definitely looked at a lot of film, which correlates from, I guess, soccer, looking at other teams to see what they do, and I was putting that out. So I guess it was a surprise, but at the same time I kind of put myself out there to kind of put myself there.
Well, you also, it's not like the skill didn't back that up either. You've been one of the more consistent players on the team. What got you into Siege 6? What got you into playing that title?
I don't really know. I got it from my dad's birthday a really long time ago when it first came out, and he didn't really like it, but I enjoyed every aspect of it. But I don't know. It's a different kind of tactical shooter. It requires you to think a lot more about what you want to do and placement. It's just a different FPS that I really just enjoy, and you really have to think about what you have to do, I guess.
Well, something else about it, a lot of the other games, they have a respawn aspect to it. In Siege, you really don't have that respawn. It's multiple games that you get to play, but once you die, you die. Is there a patience level that you have to have in that game?
Definitely. You have to be very patient because you die, first person to die. You have 4 other people, but you can't focus on yourself, I guess. So my patience goes to being very patient, but also helping my team try and win the match. Because at the end of the day, if I can put my effort towards helping my team, we have more chances of winning than me just sitting there angry at myself and wishing for the next round to come.
You guys picked up the 3 seed. Did you, after the start, you were 1-1 at the start of the season. It was kind of looking, okay, we're not going to be bad, but we're not necessarily going to be one of the top teams. Then all of a sudden you guys reeled off, 4-1 in the last 5 rounds.
Yeah.
When did you kind of start feeling like this team could do something special?
Honestly, when our first game with Diego and Eli, it definitely felt like a different atmosphere. It definitely felt more serious and more competitive in a sense. And it definitely just took off from there. And then we just seen a crazy improvement from each other, from pushing ourselves to making sure that we're at practices, making sure that we're doing our best effort in order to achieve something for the whole team and not just for ourselves.
Now, since Siege has never made the postseason, there's really no barometer to kind of compare you guys to. But what is kind of the goal for the group? I mean, a national championship is obviously the main goal. But what are some of the goals to get there that you guys have kind of placed for yourselves?
Honestly, just winning our match on Wednesday is our first step to being able to get there. The team we're playing is good. They're obviously in the postseason with us, but can't just go in just being lackadaisical and thinking we can do it. But I definitely think winning that match and then focusing on the next match and then just trying to get to the national title is just our big goal, is just one game at a time, because that's all we can really focus on.
You've been kind of balancing some stuff still, as it's not just the esports side of things, because spring soccer's kind of picked up and you're kind of healing a foot injury right now, but how's the balance been going as far as making sure you put the effort into soccer, which is where you originally recruited for, but also making sure that you don't let your teammates down on the new team?
Lugo's been really supportive about me actually doing this, and he's worked with me about what practices I can make and which ones is okay that I'm missing. And I really try to make sure that I'm at everything I can be. Most of the Siege practices aren't until later in the night because a lot of the guys are working, or just classes get busy and all that. So we definitely have later sessions, which allows us to be able to have practice, me going to soccer practice as well. So.
Talk a little bit, too, about advice that you would give to somebody balancing two sports, because this is something that I'm hoping kind of branches out into more of the sports, because there's I'm sure, a lot of other athletes that play two titles or play titles and also play their own game. What advice would you give to somebody who wants to try and branch out and do multiple things?
Do it. Why not? I mean, it's college. I mean, you're not going to have chances like this all the time, and just get yourself out there, I guess. I mean, definitely make sure school is done, but if you're able to talk to other people, talk to coaches, talk to teachers, you'll be able to do it. So I guess just put your foot out there and make sure you can just do it and be confident.
What are some of the things, too, that when you talk about the education side of things, you're going into the nursing program, so you really like challenging yourself in a lot of ways. What are you looking forward to about that side of things as you get further into the academics and into the athletic side of things here at L Trip?
I don't know. I guess just making more experiences and memories, I guess. My education obviously comes first, but being able to play sports is also just a privilege and a blessing, I think. So being able to have both of them is pretty sweet in my opinion. But,
Any things you're looking forward to do as far as a career moving forward? Have you given much thought to that, or are you still kind of taking things year by year?
My end goal, I want to become a nurse anesthetist, but just got to get through nursing school first before I get there.
Well, Kiara, we definitely appreciate you taking some time and talking with us. It's a pleasure getting to know you more on another level of your competitive spirit, and it's fun seeing what you've been able to do with that Siege 6 team. Good luck as you guys continue on to the postseason.
Awesome. Thank you.